Welcome back to Low Stress Math with Mrs. Bono. We're on page 26 in your Chapter 1 packet on exponents, and we are reviewing the power rule. This is independent practice. So pause this video right now, and I want you to try these problems. There's only a few of them. I know one involves writing, and it's a math class, but you can do this. Take a deep breath and try the problems, and then come back and we'll go over them. Okay, welcome back. So, directions. Expand and simplify the expression. Expressions are just problems without equal signs. These don't have equal signs, they're expressions. You can't even answer them because there's no numbers there. So we're going to expand and simplify the expressions. Now remember how there was a bunch of different ways we could expand this. So I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to use 2 to the 4th power as a base 2 times. And then I'm going to expand 2 to the 4th power 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. And this 2 to the 4th power 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. And now, what do I have? I have to simplify. That's what I have. 2 to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th power. Wow. Or I could have come up here and said, yeah, 2, and I could add 4 plus 4, and I still get 2 to the 8th power. But if I use the power rule, which they told me not to use because they said expand, it would have been so much simpler. All right. Let's do the same thing here. I'm going to use n to the 5th power as a base, n to the 5th, n to the 5th, times n to the 5th, 3 times. So the base n to the 5th, 3 times. Now I have to expand each one of those. N times n times n times n times n. Please have enough room. There's got to be enough room. Did I not give myself enough room again? I didn't. Look at this. N times n times n times n times n. And now I have to come over here. N times n times n times n times n. And look at that. I have n to the 15th power. And remember, it would have been easier to just go n to the 5 plus 5 plus 5, which is also n to the 15th power. Boy, I'm missing that power rule today. All right. Now I get to use the power rule. Thank goodness. It's so much easier. It's so much simpler. Ooh, I don't remember the power rule. It's okay. You don't remember the power rule? You come back to the page before and it says, when you have one base raised to 2 powers, keep the base, then multiply the exponents. I have one base, 10, and 2 powers. So I keep the base 10, and I'm going to multiply 5 times 4. And I get 10 to the 20th power. Ha, I have another base, 25 and 2 powers, 3 times 3. Now I have 25 to the 9th power. Yeah. Down here I have a giant fraction. Oh, you can't see that one. 1/8 and 2 exponents, 3 times 6. And you get 1/8 to the 18th power. Okay. And now I have negative p. I have to keep the fraction, I have to keep the fractions and negative bases in parentheses. Fractions and negative bases. This is a negative base. This isn't what we were doing the other day. So 2 times 11. And I get parentheses negative p. That p is glued on there to the 22nd power. And what I'd like you to do is notice that I wrote multiplication a bunch of different ways. Parentheses times parentheses, number times parentheses, number times number. Those are all valid ways to write multiplication. Whichever one you pick is fine with me. The only one you can't use is x. No xing things. X is a variable in algebra. All right. Michael thinks a cubed to the second power is equal to a to the fifth power. Is he correct, and why? Well, let's see. He has one base and two exponents, and he added them. What are you supposed to do with one base and two exponents? Yeah, you're supposed to multiply them. So, is he correct? He is incorrect. Foolish child. Nah, it's a typical mistake. He's fine. He's incorrect. He should have kept the base and multiplied the exponents. Yeah, that's what he really should have done. He should have kept the base and multiplied the exponents. It's okay. People make mistakes. We have to forgive poor Michael. All right, expand the following expressions, then evaluate them. Use a calculator to check your answer. Oh, evaluate. I almost forgot. That's another vocabulary word. Evaluate means to solve. So we're going to do this with a solution. We're going to solve that. All right, so my base is -2, which means that it stays in parentheses. I have to expand. Oh, I didn't highlight that. I'm expanding it, so I got to write it out. -2 times -2 times -2 times -2. Well, negative times negative is +4. Negative times negative is +4. 4 times 4 is 16. I don't need a calculator for that one. This one, however, is different. The negative sign is really, remember, -1 times 2 to the 4th power. So I only would write the -1 one time. -1 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Oh, nope, too many 2's. I gotta remember to count my 2's more often. Here we go. Well, 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. And I'm just gonna bring down that -1. -1 times 2 times 4. Bono, 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 bono. You are just whiting out everything here. All right, 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4, -1. Okay, 4 times 4 is 16. Times -1. -1 times 16. That answer is -16. Ah, that is a very different answer than +16. Use your calculator to check your answers. Okay, so I'm going to do that because, you know, I got really wildly different answers there, and the problems look almost the same. Parentheses, -2, that little up arrow to get 4 power. Equals, okay, I'm right, it is 16, good. Now this one, no parentheses, -2, up arrow 4, and I get -16. Ah, parentheses means something. Just remember that. Take care, we'll do some more math later.